Hey everyone, welcome to the Current Surf Show. I'm your host, Old Surf Dad, and with me is T-Bone. We're talking about the Vans Pipe Masters. T-Bone, how much of this did you watch? It was the holidays, and you were in the Alps. Be honest with us.
Not much highlights. I watched the highlights, mate. I did flick on to Nate Florence's YouTube side, but not a great
Nice.
deal, mate. Just watched. I was just sort of scrolling, like searching through some of those 4 or 5 hour clips that he put out, just trying to find some good heats that I wanted to watch. So, but no, it looked like they got lots of good waves.
They did, especially for the end of the event. There were 4 days in the event, and I think that a lot of you out there are in the same position as T-Bone. It was a holidays, and you may not have seen much of it. We're going to catch you up, and I know it's sort of old news, but there were some fascinating things that went down at the Vans Pipe Masters, some of which may be foreshadowing for the CT Tour that is less than a month away. I can't believe it, and I'm so stoked. But I want to just give you a little overview for those of you out there that you probably already know that Vans did not choose to stream. And I wanted to just explain that, T-Bone, that Vans sales were down 12% to only $3.7 billion. So they couldn't afford they couldn't afford 10
Are
grand to
you
do a
kidding
stream.
me? No
I'm not. I
way.
looked that shit
What's
up.
going on?
Yes. 3.7 billion with a B. Like sure, that's petty cash for Jeff Bezos, but for a regular company, that's a lot of money. But I want to give you just an overview of the rules. There were 40 men and 20 women, and what's interesting is 50% of them were from Hawaii. I thought that was pretty cool, and they weren't necessarily Hawaiians. You know, Nathan Florence is going to be in there, and those who live in Hawaii. But there were heats of four surfers, and there were 3 heats of those 4 surfers, so everyone got a crack. And in the end, the highest score added together became got you into the finals, and there's a final four surfers in each final, men and women. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but essentially it's kind of a neat I think it's kind of a neat format that they're doing there. T-Bone, would you change that, or do you like the way that thing's structured?
No, I don't mind the format. Don't mind it. Like many, mate, I was just absolutely flabbergasted why it wasn't streamed.
Wait, you cut out for a second there. Say that again.
No, I mean I like the format, but I was just flabbergasted, like something so prestigious as a Pipe Masters wasn't streamed.
Can't agree more. And you're not the only one. They
No.
apparently were flooded with comments. And
Mm.
the good news is, I think it might have even been a good thing that we all got to kick back with Nathan Florence and watch the Pipe Masters. And I watched hours of it, dude. I watched a lot of it. And there was another pirate stream, if you will, that was Black Bear. I can't remember Black Bear. And I watched that for a little while until Nate Florence came on. And
Yeah.
Black Bear is Cheeseburger, and it's pretty funny. But for me, it's just not my style. You know, I think it's for a younger audience, but it's entertaining to say. And I remember, Mason Ho and Cheeseburger and these little kids used to like rip the inside of like Haleiwa and little inside Sunset and Cammyland, and
Yeah.
it's pretty funny to see him now. And he's lost a bunch of weight. Cheeseburger used to be pretty puffy, and now he looks good, man. And he's quite a
That's
character.
nice.
Anyway, but I ended up watching Nathan Florence like you did, and what was neat was you had John on there, Eli Olson, Koa Rothman, Alex, which is
John
Mom
Pizell.
John.
Yeah.
John Pizell
Yeah.
was on there, and
Hmm.
the comments were all time. So it was a lot of fun, man. I'm almost like stoked, I guess. And his wife was on there too, who was broadcasting for Vans for whatever reason. I can't understand why, because they never really showed any of that. They showed a couple of YouTube clips. And it's really strange. And I think if you're going to sponsor the goddamn event, have a broadcast, man.
Yeah.
That should be a responsibility. If you're going to sponsor it, you got to show it. You know, I thought that was wrong. But the good news was we got Nathan Florence, and who, spoiler alert, for having a great broadcast and winning the goddamn thing is incredible, dude.
I know. Oh, great for Nathan Florence.
Yeah, definitely. I had a few notes here. I think what we're going to do, I've got a couple videos, and one of them was this. Probably the best wave. The best wave I saw. Let's see if we can find this. Oh, here we go. Here it is.
Oh.
It's unreal, dude. He spent a lifetime in there, and you wrote him off, and he got a 30 for that wave, which for them is a 10, and it's an incredible wave. Definitely the wave of the event, and that got Koa Smith into the finals, and the finals on the men's were both the Florence brothers. Ivan did a boned out air. I don't know if you saw that thing. He did an air. I don't have a picture of it, but Ivan did an air lofty and just did a little style tail move in it. Like kind of reminded me of like a sky brown, like skateboard air, like with all that style in it, and landed it. And so it was
such a good surfer.
It's such a good surfer, man. And what's funny is like all the Florence brothers, like I said in the other video, by the way, we have a video about Felipe, and we're doing a video about Waimea, and we're doing our 2024 picks, and you can see all those and link in the description. But the thing about Ivan is that John and Nathan probably have more, are more popular on the YouTubes and in real life, but they're all afraid of Ivan. He's like got the gnarly beard. They like don't want him in the heat. It's pretty funny, man. He's like Mr. Cool, they call him, is pretty intimidating, dude. And so he's in there. So let me finish the top 5. So it's Nathan, Ivan, Koa Smith, and the other guy that I love that was in there was Al Cleland Jr., who like again he can do damage on the CT. I can't wait till he makes it. I sure hope he sticks it out because I love his surfing. And he was going switch foot and doing crazy shit like that. And then on a women's side, the final was Katie Simmers, Erin Brooks, Betty Lou, and Moana. And unfortunately, it's stacked. Just like you would pretty much pick those. The men's was a little more of a wild card. And unfortunately, the men's in the finals got, Kona wins, and it went to shit pretty fast. But somehow Nathan managed a little backdoor wave, and then he got a pipe barrel to seal it. And then the women, this is what I really want to talk about, T-Bone. Did you see Erin Brooks closeout?
I saw, I did. Gosh, she packs it, doesn't she?
It was
Look
absolutely
out,
insane.
Look out, CT. And you know what? She could be the first rookie world champion.
I agree with you. We're going to talk about that a lot next season. How insane would that be? Katie had such an amazing run in this. Let's pull up this video.
I didn't watch much of Katie on the Pipe Masters, but no doubt she would have charged. Yeah, tell me she charged.
She had some moments for sure. Let me see if I can pull this up, guys. Thanks for your patience. Here we go, Nathan. Here it is right here. Let's share that. Okay, so here's what we got.
It looks like it was a lot of pipe waves, not much backdoor action. Hey, it was more of a pipe swell. Is that right?
Yeah, it was a mixture. Oh, here's Erin Brooks' wave. Look at this. Dude, are
Oh,
you kidding me? Look at that.
just got
Dude, she
just
just
got gobbled
no
up.
fear, man. So, look, you start naming off the events like we did when we compared John and Felipe in our
Mm,
other video.
mm.
You start comparing events, and Erin Brooks,
Yeah,
you look at her strengths, and she's a contender in nearly every event, especially your
yep,
pipe,
yep,
your snapper, as we saw her 10,
yep,
your
yep,
I'm not sure about Margaret's, but definitely Cloud Break. She's already won there for the finals.
yep,
Tahiti.
yep.
And then for small wave surfing, dude, she's got a mean hack.
She has, and
And
she can go to the air.
and she can go to the air, dude. It's it's
Yep.
pretty crazy, and that's why I think that could be foreshadowing for what's to come. I'm just going to look at my notes here. I love that they handed out bags of cash. I thought that Legend Chandler, this 17-year-old kid, surfed pretty well in an event with, full grown men, and then Ben Gravy was coaching Jamie O'Brien, and I don't know if that was a YouTube like subscriber stunt, but he was down there, the two
Hey,
most
hey,
powerful YouTubers. What were you gonna say? Go ahead.
hey, dude, tell me. So Jamie O'Brien obviously had that public dummy spit about not being invited, but now he ended up getting invited. Obviously, did he actually
Yes.
make up and say, "Thanks, guys. You're not all a pack of whatever"?
I don't remember any kind of speech, announcement, or anything on his YouTube, and I don't watch his videos. I do follow him on Instagram, and I didn't see anything like that. So I think he felt pretty entitled and probably
Yeah,
deserved that nomination in, but
yeah.
I think it
No
was more of
denying
like
that.
you guys messed up and didn't invite me. How dare you? When you could argue that either way. I could argue, T-Bone, that it should have been younger, more progressive surfers,
Hmm.
doing crazy shit. I want to say Jackson
Hmm.
Bunch, for example, on the CT
Yep.
is a
Yep.
crazy charger. Should he have been in there? But you could also argue that
Yep.
kid from Africa, I can't remember his name. How do you
Mikey
leave
February
Jamie?
or
No, there was another. I can't remember his name, but somebody can tell us in the comments. And what do you guys think in the comments? Let us know. But Jamie O'Brien is a former pipe master, and should he be entitled to have that position in a invite only event? I don't know.
yeah,
Your thoughts,
yeah.
T-Bone?
I wonder if Kelly got invited. No, yeah. I mean, hey, I think the should have got the invite. A massive public dummy spit, and
Yeah.
then obviously got in the event. But yeah, uh, um, but nah, no more to say on that, mate. I was stoked to
Yeah,
see Nate Florence and Aaron Brooks win.
totally. And they surfed the best in their respective heats in the finals, but also throughout the event. They were in it, and Erin had to come
Sure.
back, but she looked great. The only other thing I was going to say was a lot of people asked John, hey, why weren't you in the Vans Pipe Masters? Who, he's definitely somebody I'd love to see in there. And he straight out said, I turned it down
Mm.
because I wanted to spend time with my family. And that's fair enough after the season
Yeah.
he just had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough.
any other thoughts? Those are basically my notes. If you guys have thoughts, tell us what you thought about the streams, about the Vans Pipe Masters. Is it relevant, T-Bone? Is this event still relevant? It's not on the CT. It's sponsored by Vans. I don't know.
It's a bit of a specialty event, isn't it? I mean, it's got, would you say, that's pretty much got some of the best Hawaiian surfers. So it's a very local specialized event, and it's definitely got. Hey, Vance, pull your dollars out of your pocket for next year and stream it and have some really
God,
good
for sure.
commentary and it'll yeah. Everyone loves watching pipe. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it's not unfortunate. It's fortunate that Nate Florence decided to take advantage and stream it on his YouTube.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, definitely.
now, old surf dad, you could have flown over to Hawaii, mate, and just streamed it yourself.
You know what? We're about to talk about that, T-Bone, because what I found, I'm so glad you brought that up. Did you mean to segue me like that? So there's your
Yeah,
champions. I didn't use that slide. I don't know if you saw this, if you got this in the mail, T-Bone, but
I did. I
the
did see it.
WSL sent us a special VIP experience invitation for the Lexus Pipe Pro. And I happen to
Wow.
have, yeah, that's so nice of them. Let's see. Let's share this tab. Let's bring this up right here. This is it from their website. And what you get is a lot of hype, but here's what you get: VIP access to the Pipe Pro. You spend time with Seth Moniz,
Cool.
surf guide Jamie Sterling. Do you know this name, Jamie Sterling? He's actually
Yeah, yeah.
an acquaintance of mine. He's a great
Oh,
dude.
cool.
Charges Waimea and pipe, and he's an older dude, like in his 40s, and he's your guide along with, I don't know, Dominic Del Rosario, but and then they have Kalani Chapman, who's a
Oh,
pipe
cool.
regular. I think he's Al Chapman's nephew, I believe.
That's
And
cool.
then you get a photographer. So um, then there's way more hype, more hype, more hype. And then you get to stay in this luxury location, which is Turtle Bay. Spoiler alert, Turtle Bay. And you get to watch tubes. Now, T-Bone, how much would you pay for this pipeline experience?
So just tell me the package. What's in the package? Sorry. Combination, surf coaching, VIP access to the Lexus Pipe Pro.
Which is less than a month away, the Lexus Pipe Pro. So you get accommodation. It's 1 week, I believe. I may have
Mm,
that wrong. Let me go back. I think it's 1 week accommodation. You get the surf guides, you get the photographer, you get to hang out with Seth Moniz. Um,
there's a lot of people
man,
need to get paid. So
a lot of people need to get paid.
hey, it's at least 10 grand US.
Turtle Bay Resort is where it's at. So at least 10 grand. You know what I
Mm,
thought, T-Bone, when you said that? When I thought the same thing is what I'm trying to say. 10 grand. Here's the price. 64 or 6,500 bucks per person, and that doesn't include airfare.
okay.
So what's interesting to me is that you ask, "Hey, old surf dad, why didn't you go out to the Pipe Masters and stream it?" And the reason is that accommodation is ridiculous. I can't,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to blow my entire budget for the whole year
Mm,
on just going to Hawaii. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I looked into a lot of ways around it. And I even had a
Mm,
guy reach out, Charlie, I believe. Thanks for reaching out. Charlie is like one of, a subscriber, and he said, "Hey, dude, if you're going out there, I want to split a place with you." And he did it a little bit late. And the deal is, T-Bone, tickets are cheap. Like I was looking at a $300 round trip Hawaiian ticket, going, I
wow.
have to go. I have to go. And then I started looking
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
$300 per night stay. and and I was like,
yeah,
and then you
wow.
talk
Yeah.
about food, and food's ridiculous,
So
and a rent a car.
there's 3 grand. Yeah, yeah. Jeez.
So I
Yeah.
wouldn't do this, but 6,500 bucks for somebody who's got money to throw around, who, may not be
Mm,
a great surfer and gets to go with a little surf guide. And you're not going to Pipe. Just let's be
yeah.
clear about that. He's taking
Mm,
you over to
yeah.
Chun's Reef or something, and you're going to get a couple waves
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
maybe inside Haleiwa. But
Yeah.
I can't criticize the WSL at $6,500. If you got to throw around, there it is. What do you guys think? Would you do the VIP experience with your friends at the WSL? They're putting it out there. I thought that was interesting. They've gone into the travel market, dude. Money wherever it is.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
I think that's about it for the Pipeline edition. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Eddie at Waimea. Join us. There'll be a link in the description, or not. It will be a link in the description, but it'll be also on your screen right now. And we also talked about Felipe claiming that he was better than John John. We break that all down, and that video will be in the description as well. All right, T-Bone. We'll see you on the next one. You.